All right. Today on NewbieVeT, got a special guest. We got my dude here, C.Y. Young.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on, King?
What's up, brother? What's up, man?
Doing good, brother, man. How your day going?
Man, going good, man. Like, just staying focused and staying on the task at hand, bro.
Yeah, man. First off, congratulations. I've been seeing all the good work that you've been doing on the interviews and stuff like that, man. Awesome interviews.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man.
I've been definitely enjoying them, man.
Facts.
Keep doing your thing, brother.
And like I told you before the show, bro, like, you was one of the ones, man, that set the trend and somebody I can look up to continue mine. So,
Man, I appreciate that, King.
Shout out to
Appreciate
you.
that. Appreciate that. All right, so let's get it started. So, where you originally from?
I was born in Augusta, Georgia.
Okay.
But I'm originally from North Augusta, South Carolina.
Okay.
But what happened was, probably around like the age of 5, my mom ended up getting into a situation where she had to go to jail. And so me and my 2 other brothers, we ended up getting adopted. And well, first going through foster care and group homes and stuff like that. But we ended up getting adopted and going to a family down there in Smithville, South Carolina. But people know it mostly as Batesburg, Ridge
okay.
Spring area.
Yeah, okay.
So we ended up with the Young family down that way.
Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, you in the country.
Facts. Definitely the country.
The Doonies, man.
Yes,
so what was it like? What was it like going through that transition to being out there and having to adapt to living out there in the country?
For sure, man. It was kind of like, it was a little easy at first because I came out there young. I was 5 years old, so I'm a kid. So I only got a little bit of experience probably like coming up in North Augusta. So It wasn't too hard as far as the transition. So far as like what it's like coming up down there, man, it's the country and stuff like that. So the main thing that me and my brother tried to get into was sports early.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, because sports is one of the things that you feel like you can have a way out or something that'll keep you busy and not get into nothing crazy down there. So,
Right.
Yeah, so
it
wasn't too hard.
So how old were y'all when y'all both got in sports? Or when you got in sports?
I think I was like 9 and he was probably like 8.
Okay.
So we got in there early.
So you got in like recreation and then start, okay,
sure.
Cool. So what was high school like for you?
High school was dope, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I was more of a sports person coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like we got into different little things like that, but my main focus was sports. Me and my brothers, both of them, Cody and Dizelle. I want to say I was pretty good in it. End up having a lot of records down there at Rich Spring High School. Being a receiver. Like I told you before, that's how I met. Shout out my boy Dave County.
Okay.
That's how I met him because he went to
my boy County.
Yes, sir. So basically, in high school, man, just played a lot of sports, man, and try to stay out of the way and just stay focused.
Oh, okay. So North Augusta. So for the people that don't know much about North Augusta, like what's North Augusta like to you?
The North, man. That's mainly where my family at. So North Augusta, man, I love the city. You know what I'm saying? It's a city where, a lot of things happen over there as far as like coming up, you experience a lot of things. I grew up in a place before I went to Smithville, where I was adopted at. It was a place called Niggerville.
Called Niggerville?
Yeah, in North Augusta.
Okay.
Well, AKA Crestline.
Okay.
But it was a place where a lot of African Americans grew up. It was pretty tough though. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a lot of selling drugs and living like that, man. Living under poverty and things like that. But coming up, North Augusta, it's a beautiful city, man. I love it. A lot of family and friends and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it's dope. I go to North Augusta damn near every day.
Facts. Yeah, it's good over there. Like, I like it because now that it's starting to grow and things, they building more things. Like, it's starting like the spotlight is starting to be Augusta, North Augusta, and this whole little area. So, shout out to the North, man.
What was the first things you noticed when you start seeing the growth? What was some things you start seeing pop up?
Mainly thing is the where the Peach Jam be at.
Yeah.
The rec center.
Yeah.
That done got way larger and
it needed to get larger.
Exactly. It definitely did because of what it was attracting and the different celebrities and things like that. But mainly a lot of just restaurants and different buildings and things that started to grow, and you see more housing and apartments and things like that. So you start to notice the difference.
Right.
From how it used to be.
So how was the Peach Jam? I know you've been to one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How was it?
I love it. I love the experience because the Peach Jam, which everybody knows, is one of the most famous Nike tournaments in the whole country.
Facts.
So a lot of anybody you could name that went through the NBA had come through the Peach Jam, right? So yeah, when I went, man, I was able to see LeBron and Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, Westbrook.
So the whole experience is amazing, bro.
Chris Paul was down here, wasn't he?
CP3 as well.
CP3 was down here, yeah, because I think his team is down here.
Exactly.
Like yeah.
And a lot of them have their teams.
Their teams,
their sons and things that they come down here with. So,
yeah. So that's it. I mean, I tell a lot of young athletes, like, get into everything. Like, you trying to get into them sports, like, try to get into every basketball activity out there.
Facts. Because I want to say, like, going back to what you said, how high school was, I feel like sports kept me out of a lot of trouble. Because again, like, once you get into it and start to get good at it, you feel like you can make it to the pros or whatever you feel like the highest place could be at.
Right.
So it'll keep you a lot of different things, and playing multiple sports.
Right.
Playing multiple sports will get you better in that other sport that you think could carry you off to something else.
Right. And you might not know the other sport you might be better at this other sport than this one.
Exactly.
So you got plenty of options which way you can go.
Facts.
So there's a lot of athletes that's multi-talented that can jump from any.
Exactly. Facts.
Yeah. So not everybody.
No, everybody can do it. Yeah, you'll find out like when you try it and stuff like that.
Right.
But one thing that I want to say that sports helped me with was being very disciplined in life, man. When a lot of tough things get thrown at you, playing football and basketball and running track, man, it helps you stay focused mentally. You know what I'm saying? When everything get tough and stuff like that. So, like you said, I definitely want to tell the youth, man, try the sports and multi-sports so it can help you throughout life.
Right.
For sure.
I'll tell you, and piggybacking on your story earlier, like, my story is kind of similar as far as, like, my mother died when I was 15. We've been adopted, been in the system and things like that. Had basically I've been on my own since I've been 15 because my adopted mother, she was like, well, you old enough to be on your own, which I wasn't 15, but I was mature. And she was like, well, you old enough to be on your own, so you have an option whether you can stay here, you can have this room here, but you can't have your studio here because it's too loud.
Facts. Oh, so at 15, you was already doing the studio?
I was already doing the music. I had a record contract, the whole nine.
Wow.
So she like, you can't do music here because I don't want all them youngins in my house. But if you want to stay in your trailer, you can stay in your trailer, and I will monitor you.
Wow.
And I said, I stay in my trailer.
Yeah, you had to make that.
So I've been on my own since 15.
Wow, yeah. And I also want to say rest in peace, man, to my adopted mom. She passed away from COVID, man, probably like 3 years ago.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Thank you, man. But she did a great job in raising us, bro. Just wanted to slide that in.
Yeah, that COVID hit came out of nowhere.
It definitely did.
It was crazy.
It did.
Right.
I think it was the anniversary, like yesterday or 2 days ago, of the 5th year anniversary of it first starting. So yeah, it definitely made an impact on my family, man. So again, I want to say rest in peace to Dolores Young. You know what I'm saying? The lady that gave me my last name where I got today, and did a great job with raising me and my brother. So
big fat man, yeah.
COVID was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Did you get the vaccine?
No.
I definitely did.
I didn't get it. I got COVID, but I didn't get the vaccine. I actually caught COVID before it hit Augusta. Well, not before it hit Augusta, but before it was announced on the news that it was COVID.
Oh, for real?
Because I was affected by a couple of people. There was a flu around about November-ish or something like that.
It was.
And a lot of people in Augusta was sick. I'm talking about bad sick, and nobody knew what it was. And then it was like November, and then January, that's when they announced that COVID
Facts.
shut down.
And so the symptoms that they were saying, that's what you already had.
That's what we already had, but I had that in November. So it was like, yeah, but I didn't go to a doctor. I went to the doctor, but they was like, they didn't know. They told me, take this cold flu medicine.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And this and this and that, but... Yeah, bro.
You had got all the symptoms and everything.
I was burning up. I had to be in a room by myself, sweating the whole nine. Couldn't eat.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. When you think about it, like how little errors come and go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How quickly everything just came and went. So,
right.
I maybe this is for another day, but I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of stuff be put out here for certain reasons, but we ain't gonna touch.
I'm listening. Let's just talk. Tell me I'm listening.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It's just because a lot of things come, man, and just leave, and then we look at it like it ain't never happened. So I just feel like a lot of things be put out here for a reason, bro.
Right.
That's why I didn't get the vaccine.
Right.
Because again, the older I got, whatever they consider woke or whatever, I feel like you got to do your own research.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get on YouTube, get on wherever you can to learn what's going on out here.
Facts.
So you can help you and your family out, man.
Big facts.
It's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I feel like everything that we grew up learning was a facade.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's
it's
facts.
on you to get out there and do your own research
right.
and find out what's really going on out here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's for your health, for your mental, for your kids, for everything you're trying to do business-wise too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, man, because a lot of us in the black community, they try to look at certain people who try to be woke. They try
right.
to down that.
Right.
But it's really nothing to down about. It's something that you feel like everybody should do.
Yeah.
Or you'll be lost out here.
Be lost.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, bro.
Yeah. It just, I don't know, just, I guess it's the fact of learning new knowledge, a lot of people consider it time consuming and boring. So it's like they get mentally lazy to the point where they don't want to invest that time to train their thoughts.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like I'd rather watch something, you know, be entertained by it. Basically, like, you know, like as a kid, you had an option where some people used to read books with no pictures.
Yep.
Some people are like, I can't read a book with no pictures.
Oh, for real?
No, I said some people used to
say
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Me, I
exactly.
prefer the books with no pictures.
Exactly. Me too. I want
to vision what I want to vision. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I can envision whoever they want to be in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you putting a picture there, now I got this image.
Exactly.
In my brain.
Exactly. And some people, like you said, before they read a book, I like to read the back first for some reason.
Right.
Just get a little summary
right.
of what's going on. Even though a lot of people don't like to know nothing about a movie or a book, I just want to get a little summary so when I'm reading it, I could kind of look at it more, like enhance it.
Right.
Looking into it a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
You right, to each his own for everybody.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, that's facts.
For sure.
So, man, what made you want to get into the podcasting?
Man, okay, so it's something that I always wanted to do as far as like, I always wanted to work for ESPN, you know what I'm saying? Because I always looked at that as something, if I don't make it in the NFL or NBA, I wanted to be a sports analyst.
Okay.
So, long story short, man, as I got older or whatnot, I want to say rest in peace to my fiance that passed away, probably like 5 months ago now.
Damn, boy.
It's her right here. Monique, R.I.P. Monique.
Damn, boy.
The reason why I brought her up is because she's the main person that got me doing this, when I'm doing with the podcast. So, she used to always, like, you know, when you with a girl or something, that's who be around you 24/7.
Right.
She gonna know your talents,
right?
Your
weaknesses,
your strengths, everything. Right. So she used to come to me, man, like what you doing with all that talent? Like, come on, do something with it. But this before I'm starting to watch podcasts and stuff.
Right.
So I'm with her. I'm like, yo, so what can I do? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't just go to ESPN or go to a news station and do this, do that. So she just kept staying on me every day, man, about using my talent, because I always was somebody that. I'm an introvert, but I'm also a people person at the same time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with being around people. I'm good at, like, not just putting myself in a box about just certain topics. I try to have my brain, like, about everything.
Right.
So I was going to do sports, man, but she told me not to put myself in just one lane. So I just wanted to start something that I feel like could help my community.
Right.
And I just wanted to go around and interview people, bro, and see what I can do to help us, like, just get on and get our stories out there. For sure.
And also, you know, give awareness to people in the community that don't know these new faces. Because there's a lot of people that, you know, I done seen you interview. I'm like, I never interviewed this person. I didn't interview Damn Near the City. I'm like,
exactly.
I never interviewed that person. Okay, cool. I had to look out, see who this person is. So I love to see that. Like you, your podcast, Palette Podcast by Tommy Archer.
Yes, sir. Shout out Tommy Archer.
Shout out Tommy. More Than Masters with Bobby.
Shout out my boy.
You got Rocket, Ready to Be Accountable with him and Short Guy.
Yep.
And Ratchet Hippie. See, it's
in the area, right?
I'm talking in the area. All this in the area. There's two more. Live with Vicky P.
Yep. I've been seeing
Shout
that
out
one.
Live Vicky P.
Because these are the consistent ones.
Entrepreneur Alert. Those are the ones that I know that's consistently doing things.
Yes, sir.
Constantly.
Yes, sir. And everybody you name, like, I've been seeing them working and grinding. And also, again, like I said, I like to give people their flowers, man. Everybody you just named has been people who I've been studying or trying to learn from.
And the Boom Bap Hour. Sorry about that.
Facts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't want to leave nobody
Shout out my boy Bizzo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. So, I just wanted to just interview people, man, and get their stories out there. And like you said, shed a light on certain people who go through a lot of similarities.
Right.
And what I've been doing this year is I've been trying to tap into a lot of females. Right.
Yeah, man.
Because the females get,
too.
You know what I'm saying? They get put. I've been seeing that.
Me too.
They get put on the back burner, man, and they got a lot of dope stories and a lot of sad stories that they all went through as youngsters coming up. So I just wanted them to tell their stories of, because a lot of people judge people, don't know why they act a certain way.
Right. Most of my catalog, like if I have a total of 1,000 interviews as far as on NewbieVeT.
Wow.
Majority of those are females.
Wow.
And it's been, like you said, for that reason, because for one, they get, you know, most guys, they have good stories, but then some of them be trying to get on the podcast and act too cool.
Facts. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people can't really get the genuine you because you got this cool persona on. Like, you got a million jury on. You got, like, this one interview, bruh, I ain't gonna lie. dude from Atlanta. I forgot his name, but it's all up. But he made his partner on the middle of the interview he go get this bag, and the man went to go get the bag, and this while we talking, man, he just dumped like $100,000 cash, just stacked it up in the interview, and just talking to me and just
unnecessary.
And I gotta sit here and act like I don't see this big ass wad of money. I'm like, yeah, so man, yeah, this is a good life, huh? But
exactly.
Well, you get what I'm saying? Just the action is. But I get it now because of you see a lot of the media now. They do a lot of gimmick stuff.
Exactly.
For the views. So you missing a lot of good content because a lot of good content get overlooked because you have a lot of the unnecessary content.
Exactly.
What you say about that?
I agree with you, man, because like you said, I started learning that again, like no knock on the men, because we men.
Right.
We just talking from experience.
Facts.
Women, man, they gonna give it to you raw, uncut.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Once they get started going, like they ready to get their stories out there, man, because this is something that been building up in them, and they don't have too many outlets. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men, we have more outlets than women because of far as like people believe men more. People believe men far as like the experiences that they have. The reason why I say that because a lot of women that I interviewed said when they went through a situation, whether it been mentally, sexually, abusively, when they went to that first person to tell them, they always said it was their fault.
Right.
So they hide all the little pain and stuff that they've been dealing with. So when they do get a chance to come out with it, they spilling it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I like to get that raw, uncut.
Right.
And one thing I learned about women, they support more. And they care more.
Right, and the biggest thing with women is they have a bigger influence than men.
Facts.
So meaning like in all aspects of life.
Yep.
So it's like whether you're in a relationship, you know, they have the influence to make you do better, make you want to do better, make you want to marry her, make you want to have a baby with her, make you want to start a family. So they have a big influence.
Exactly.
You know, make you want to be a better man, be a better person.
Yep.
Even with music ideas, even with handling business, they know how to have a rough edge and know how to they know how to make things happen.
Exactly.
So it's they have a way big influence.
They definitely do, bro. And everything you said, bro, like I'm still going through it now mentally, man. Like, we was together 15 years, bro. And everything you said, she gave in me. She put it in me. Like, she changed my whole life. Like, I'm a whole different person than how I was. She made me more humble. She made me more just focused. You know what I'm saying? Stay out the way, stay out the streets. Like, get into it, focus, be a family man. Be more hands-on as a father. You know what I'm saying? So losing her was the toughest thing in my life. I'm still dealing with it now because it was unexpected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm going so hard now with my podcast because of her. I want to just carry her legacy, man, and keep it going. We had 2 kids together. So now being a single father, I'm just trying to, like, whatever she did with the kids, I'm trying to still kind of have that same aura with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's tough, you know what I'm saying, being a single dad. But, yeah, she was different, man. She was one of them ones. So now it's just got me closer to God, man, and now I know she's at peace. And now I know it sounds crazy, but I really do feel her, bro. Like, I feel her spirit every day. Because, again, experiencing death, everybody handle it different. I never blame God for it because she the one got me closer to God. So when it happened, it made me closer to him. And now I just, pray and try to learn from it and understand why it happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So every day it's tough, man. So, but me being a podcaster, it's helping me too. So when I interview people, it's therapeutic for me too, though.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, like interviewing women, it reminds me of her too. So that's why I've been doing that a lot, man.
Right.
So yeah.
And then you hear, like you say, you have a more true response mostly out of them because most guys. Most guys that you talk to, some will give you the real and then some will just be kicking around.
Capping. Because like you said, they live in the facade.
Right.
They living behind the jury.
Right.
They living behind the cars and stuff. So yeah, they ain't going to give it to you genuinely all the time.
Right. So being a single father now, man, as far as with life, with, raising these kids and stuff, what are some things that you looking as like, okay, let me get how old are your kids now?
I got 4 kids.
4 kids.
Yeah, so my oldest son, he's 17, he's finna graduate.
Okay.
I got a 16-year-old daughter.
Okay.
I got a 13-year-old daughter, and I got an 8-year-old son.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is like your idea as far as not idea, but what do you see your kids' plans in the future for, like, you know,
That's a good
career
question.
goals? Like,
That's a good question, man. My son, like, he's a, how I want to say it. He's just like me. Like, he's the same thing. He's a carbon copy of it. Like, he's just,
really?
yeah, like football, every single thing. Like, he's my twin. Mentally, he's cool, laid back. He accomplished the same amount of goals I did, but better in football. Like, he ended up being one of the top running backs in the state for Gilbert High School up there in, by West Columbia. So now he's about to graduate, but he's also thinking about the military too. So his career path, he's trying to make it to the NFL, you know what I'm saying? But he's also got like plans and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, he got a military plan that he's trying to fall back on just in case that don't work.
Right.
With my daughter, she's still, both my daughters, they both like, they different. Like, they ain't just girly girls, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They all kind of similar to me, you know what I'm saying? So they career paths right now at the moment, they're thinking about like being in, far as like, they do poetry,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? They do a lot of content and stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to do. What
They
I'm
more,
doing.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, they more into that. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to be an example,
Right.
so they can see that and see they can do it too as well.
Right.
You feel me? So that's why I'm going so hard too. This is the
Going so
main
hard.
reason for
Right.
these kids.
Facts.
Yeah, so yeah, man. And then my son, he's 8, so we still working on him, man.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, yeah, so I love my kids, man. Shout out to Jalen, Shanae, Lele, and JJ. His real name Jason. Like I said, I had 2 of them. My 2 youngest was by my fiance that passed away, and then my first 2 was they the oldest. So
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
man. So I love them, man, and just being a dad is probably one of my most favorite things of being. For sure. So yeah, I do see them being successful though with anything they choose to do.
Right.
Because I feel like they got good role models and stuff in their life to follow behind. So
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna push them.
Man, that was up, bro. That was up, man.
Sure.
So man, so when it comes to basically all your business moves, you mostly do everything independently.
Facts.
Independently.
Facts.
Okay. You was part of a team before once?
Well, no, that's a good question. I actually was gonna start with a team, but again, when you be with a girl, because you got a wife and a girlfriend or something like that. Yeah, so you know, like being with a girl, a lot of times they tell you things you don't really want to hear at the moment, as far as like who your true friends are. Oh, I don't feel right about you starting with them or doing this, or try to do this by yourself and see where it goes first.
See where it go first.
Yeah, so I was gonna start with the team, man, but just listening to her, and because she always had a good ear and eye for everything, and I feel like me doing this solo, it got me in more rooms and relationships that I would have had if I had a team. Because I can't control how everybody act around me.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So I could control me. For real, bro. So like,
Facts.
that's how the news ended up reaching out and stuff like that. So man, I just been honored, man, at supporting everything. But yeah, I was gonna do a team, but I also learned that the bigger you get, as far as in business, and I'm nowhere close to where I'm trying to get, but sponsorships and stuff are important.
Yeah.
Things like that. So
real endorsements and all the other stuff. Yes, sir.
You feel me? So keeping a good face card is important.
Yes, sir.
Keeping it clean.
Yep, and not tying your brand with everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's because a lot of people, like, don't get me wrong, a lot of people be wanting to reach out to me, well, they do reach out to me in the city, and they be upset because I maybe don't respond back in a timely manner or things like that. But I have a million things that I be doing at one time. If I'm not doing the NewbieVeT, editing the NewbieVeT, so putting those together. I'm also running the CTC Films, which includes the movies, which includes the music videos, which includes everything, that whole process, writing the movies, screenplay, and doing all that, casting, doing all that, and then that's just on the movies and just that on the media side. Then you still got the music group.
Exactly.
So it's like so many platforms and different things like that. And then I have the streaming network.
Wow.
Filming bond. So it's like it's got all those stuff. I barely have time to be around my phone.
I was just about to say, and then that ain't even saying, you didn't include your family time.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I like podcasts, so people could hear. Like, people don't just ignore you and stuff like that. It be a lot going on.
It be a lot going on.
For real,
and then, like you said, we got kids, bro.
Exactly.
And then the older your kids is, the more expensive they are, bro. Like, these ain't, like once we growing up, bro, like.
It's different.
It's different. Like.
It's different. Hey, my daughter done, man, the proms and stuff that's coming up, graduation parties and.
What?
All this, man,
It's
roadblocks and everything, bro. This stuff costs, man.
Different.
And, we ain't get none of that stuff until late high school. You feel me? Phones and all that stuff. So it's very different, man. So that's why I love podcasts, so people could hear things and learn people's stories and not judge off just seeing things.
Facts, man, because it's like it's the kids, you know. So we got so many things going on, and it's like you can't expect somebody to just be by their phone all day, especially when they got all these million things going on at the same time. And then, like you said, we got kids getting on there. Expensive.
Facts. So as you get older too, man. I mean, not older, as far as like as you get more successful in the business, I wanted to kind of pick your brain a little bit. Far as building a team, do you build more from inside out, or would you outside in? You know what I'm saying?
I did both.
Okay.
I started building. CTC started in 1998 or 98. I was 13. Yeah, I was 13 in 98 when I started it. And I started it with me, my homeboy, two of my cousins, and his old lady, and another one of my homeboys. And we weren't going by CTC, we were going by Crunchtime Records. So I basically started both. I had inside, which was family, and I had outside, and I put them all together, and it worked. We had a record deal when we was young.
Wow.
Like two of them, really. Oh.
Wow.
So but the problem, like you said, going back, the problem with the team though is like you said, even now I still have a team now, but I have pieces that fit. It's no different than the pros.
Facts.
You know, like in order to win the championship, you got to have the right pieces around your key players.
Exactly.
And you know, the issue was back then that I didn't know that I had to grow and learn is that you can't get everybody just because they're good.
Exactly.
Because they might not fit in your mix. You can't have 15 good rappers. 15 good rappers on a group, there's going to be conflict.
Facts.
It's going to be issues because it's competitive.
Exactly. It is.
So
when it gets to that, do you go mostly off energy then? Because who you want to be around you?
Right.
Like when everything started, like everybody, like they crossing each other out because they all talented. You know what I'm saying? So as you go older, are you going off energy now? Or are you going off, because like you said, you can't get everybody that's good.
Right.
So are you just going off that, or like?
So like, and what I mean by everybody's good is like everybody on my team is beasts.
Facts.
What I mean by everybody's good, meaning like you can't have 15 hot, ego-headed, prideful-chested people on a brand. You gotta have pieces where everybody humble enough where like, okay, I'm not the biggest. They know they're not the biggest artist right now, but they have the potential to be one day.
Facts.
They just missing resources and tools and stuff like that.
For sure.
Those are people that I want to work with because they're more humble, they're more hungry, and they're willing to put the work in to get their name, build their name up.
Exactly.
A lot of successful groups build by putting all that hard work in, your Wu-Tangs, your No Limits, and all that. You know, in the beginning, it's like, it's a group effort.
It is.
Everybody had to do their key pieces. Like, trust me, everybody, like, I treat CTC like the Avengers, like I tell everybody. And everybody's their own boss. Even though I'm the head of CTC, everybody comes to the table. You got all your pieces. You got your Iron Man, you got your Thor.
Exactly.
They kings and gods in their own little lands.
Facts.
They got their own brands, but we all come to the table, and I'm Captain America.
That's a great analogy.
So
because that's exactly how they was. You know what I'm saying? Because when that dude, what's his name? The dude with the patch. The eye patch.
Oh, you talking about Samuel Jackson? You can call me Samuel.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whenever he start calling everybody, they coming from their own areas. But they all like
they all heroes.
They all heroes though, where they coming from.
You get what I'm saying?
But now when we come together, you all got to get that humility in there because we trying to all complete the same task.
Complete the same task. So that's what CTC, you know, you think of CTC, that's the analysis of that.
Wow.
You know, everybody's a hero in their own brand. Like Connie does photography, beats in that. She already got her own brand before she came into the brand.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how CTC operate, and we all work together to help spread the brand.
Everybody get it out. Right. Exactly. That's why you've been so successful for a long time is like, I feel like that's the main thing is having humility.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Also carry that confidence around because you got to have that as far as to be in this business.
Yeah.
So you won't get walk over and stand on it. But also have that humility so folks will want to work with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you gotta be humble, man. You gotta be humble and you gotta be honest with people, bro. Like you tell people, like I tell people like me, I'm not a record company, I'm a production company. Like we do production, we do filming, music, the whole nine.
Exactly.
We do from scratch and everything on up. I don't like dealing with the managements and all that other stuff. I don't like to deal with that because it start dealing with too much paperwork.
Exactly.
All the other stuff, and that just get messy.
So all your stuff, like even your movies, is independent.
Everything's independent. Well, as far as I signed a movie deal 2 years ago.
Okay.
I've been signed 2 years ago.
Okay.
But
that's fire.
It's a 80-20 split.
I just about to say, you probably got that cash money.
It's like that no limit type
Universal.
thing. Yeah, like that. That's
you know what I'm saying?
Got. So it's like an 80-20 split. So
that's fire.
Get a percentage from films and things like that. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And see that, like I said, I be picking brains and stuff because as I get, you know what I'm saying, successful or whatever, like I want to start asking questions from the people who's already successful as yourself, other people that's in the city and things like that. So I be asking questions for a reason, bro. Like I really like map that junk in my brain, man, and try to follow a lead of more successful people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love it.
I mean, I love it too, man. That's how I've always been. I always ask questions. I used to be around people that got more things going than I got going at the moment. Just inspired me to work harder so I can, I'm like, okay, that he done set the bar with that.
Facts.
That's the bar. So let me get to this and past that.
Put that pride aside.
Facts.
Cause again, I'm nowhere near where I want to be at. But you feel the hate and the jealousy, stuff like that, and people not, you know what I'm saying, want to reach out or whatever because of pride and things like that. But again, me being me, I done had to work on I ain't gonna lie, I had to work on certain things, man, as far as like not to let everything get under your skin. You got to get thick skin and stuff like that as you doing things, putting yourself out here for people to criticize you and things like that.
Brother.
Facts. You feel me? Facts. Because even the people that don't do what you do, they criticize, and you like, bro, you don't even do this. So you feel me? But that you gonna hear that because they feel like you supposed to make them part of your team, or they'll know this or throw this out here to you because they might think, oh, bro, well, shoot, come with me then, bro. You know this. Right. But it's like, you just got to live and learn, man. And I'm good with energy.
Yeah.
So I think I'm pretty good with figuring it out and getting around certain people like yourself again. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning from.
Yeah, man. You got to be, like you said, piggybacking off what you said, you got to have thick skin in this business. For one, there's a lot of sharks.
It is?
It's a lot of sharks. It's a lot of sharks. So it's like, you got to be able to have thick skin. You got to be able to maneuver in a room full of.
Exactly.
You got to.
Facts. You're right.
You got to. So, and everything, you got to second guess everything. Like I said, second guess everything.
Okay.
Fuck it, third guess everything.
Exactly.
Like second, third guess, before you make a decision on everything, because there's always the pros and cons to everything.
You gotta look at it like
look at it. So I always do that with everything. I'm like, okay, if I do this event, if I do that, okay, what's the pros in these? What's the cons in this? What's more pros? Okay, let me get over here. You say there's more cons. I'm standing.
Exactly. Even if it's coming from people who close to you, family members and things like that, they feel like they bringing something good to the table.
Facts.
Like that's probably the hardest thing to do, far as like, telling family members or people that grew up with you that like, hold on, bro, give me time, let me get my foot in the door, or let me do this first before I can come get you, or help you, let you come with me first, cause let me get, let me get the business and the ducks in a row before I can be able to pay people.
Right.
Because I don't want nobody to work for free and stuff like that.
Right.
So let me go hard first. Let me get in that door. So when I come back, then everybody will be good.
Well, I'm glad you say that, bro. Oh, my God. That was perfect. That was perfect. Slow roster clap. That was perfect, bro. Because it's like, that's another thing. Sometimes people be busy in their own little space where they have a goal, they have a milestone they're trying to reach, and they can't get sidetracked.
Facts.
They can't get a detour out the blue. So sometimes a lot of people get, like you said, introverts. They get in that shell and they just they zone out.
It's real.
And they cut the world off, and they're training their thoughts. So it's like they're trying to get to that peak, to the point where every move I make now is very impactful.
Exactly.
It's like, it's generational wealth changing.
Facts.
That type of thing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because as you get older, not older, I keep saying that, as you get bigger into whatever you're doing as an entrepreneur,
right?
Any little thing you hear as far as like, hey man, keep doing it, or I see you, that junk make you get in that rabbit hole and just go hard. You know what I'm saying? I got tunnel vision. I preach tunnel vision all the time. I really have it. And you know what I'm saying, people feel a certain type of way, but I'm like, I need to get to that goal, like you said. So now every little thing I make is impactful.
Right.
So I don't have to spend so much time doing
Facts.
it. We in the beginning stages.
Right.
So we got to go hard, you know what I'm saying? And that's all the people I done studied and everything, watching how they started off, they went hard.
Right.
So now it's easy for them.
Right.
So,
because life is all about increasing your value.
Exactly.
So basically, so it's like, because at the end of it, when it's your time, people are gonna sit back and examine your life and see how much did you value to the world.
Wow.
Did you value to others? How much value you gave to other people? Did you inspire people? Did you make, so it's you. Like, while you on this earth, you want every day you try to increase your value. Meaning every day, like. Every day since I've been 15 when my mother passed, and once I got my psyche back right, and I got on my business trail. I told my CTC group, and I've been doing this since even to this day. Try to make a new friend or a new follower once a day. And I said that's like $1.
It is.
It's $1 a day.
is.
So you look at that one person is $1.
Facts.
So it's like, okay, you get one a day. Get 7 that week, that's seven new people. The next week, 14 people. Blend on like that. And then if you get to like I tell them, like in a 3-month span, you get to a certain number. That number itself is going to double out of that, because of people love to share.
Exactly.
Comment the whole 9.
Exactly.
So it doesn't take a large amount of numbers. That's what reason being the point I'm getting to is the number thing. That's another thing when you get into podcasts. People can't get discouraged when, like, say, like, your numbers might not be as high.
Exactly.
You might not have you might not have Drink Champ numbers. You might not have, you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Revolt numbers. But like you said, it's the beginning process.
Everybody started right here.
Everybody start.
I'm glad you brought that up too, man, because people do get discouraged by numbers and stuff nowadays. Everything is comparing to numbers, but my mentality, again, what you just said, every single person had to start where we at. You don't just boom 1 million views, boom.
Come on.
That 7 go to 14, go to 21, like you said. So I love that analogy that you use. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't need to rush everything.
Yeah, don't rush it.
And that was my problem. Like, I used to always rush everything, not even just the numbers or try to get to that, just in life general.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So always pace yourself, even with the stuff we doing now, because everything going to end up reaching out to his right goal, because everybody like to share.
Right.
Like you said, as long as you value yourself the right way,
they
gonna value you.
They're gonna value
and send you to their people.
Yeah, send you to people, and then like I say, it increases your value. Your demand gets higher. People wants to invest. And another thing I tell people: don't make yourself too accessible. That's another thing.
You're right though. Can you break that down though? Like, say like you're talking to podcasters or entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Meaning, what you mean by not making?
So don't make yourself too accessible. Say like, for instance, even with the podcast. Okay, like say like, for instance, you got CY Young, right? Podcast. With NewbieVeT. Okay, let me use me. When I first came down here to Augusta in 2017, I started the NewbieVeT the end of 2017, 2018. First interview was Rock Ken and them.
Okay.
Rock Out Twins down here. After that, I did J. So it was Rock Ken, and there was kids, bro. Like Jada had to be.
Oh, you talking about Rock Ken, the one that ended up having? Yeah, okay.
Rock Ken.
Yeah,
but he was with the Rock Out Twins. He was in a group called the Rock Out Twins.
Wow.
It was him and two other boys and stuff. But that's the very first NewbieVeT down here.
Wow.
That was like 2017, 2018, and I did J. Jada had to be at least 13, something like that.
Wow.
She had to at least be about 13, bro. So they were young. So, but ever since the very first interview, I picked out who I want to interview. So meaning like, I laid out a blueprint. I'm gonna interview everybody in the city for free for my first year. I did. Matter of fact, I interviewed the first 2 years for free. 2 years, bro. I did free interviews.
People don't understand, bro.
And like, no cap, 2 years I did free interviews. NewbieVeT. And then the third year I started charging. because by then it started having a name.
Exactly.
And then it was 2 years of work I done put in. I done interviewed everybody.
Facts. And your platform is helping people.
Right.
It's a business.
Right. So then next thing you know, it was crazy. People started hitting me up like, yo, how much you charge for interviews? Okay. This and this and this and that. Yeah. And then that's when it became the process and stuff like that. So, but it spun me 2 years. It really didn't need to take me that long, but I wanted a certain number of interviews under my thing, so that way when I asked for a certain price, I earned that.
You put the work in.
I put the work in. You can't deny it.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? It's too many videos and interviews.
I'm telling
saying that I didn't put the work in.
And you was the only one doing it.
And I was the only one doing it at the time.
Exactly.
So, but yeah.
And see, I'm glad you explained that, bro, because people, and I want other people to hear this too, that reach out to people to do y'all interviews and podcasters and things like that, because I've been trying to figure out, because, you know, it ain't like a set thing when you start off doing podcasting,
right.
like far as how you charge or
right.
how you get your interviews and
right.
stuff like that. I really started to respect more people that ask me like, hey, bro, what you charge for this? Whoop, whoop. Because they coming at me already on business.
On a business.
That mean they respecting what
facts,
I do.
Facts.
Like, because people automatically come to you and expect you're supposed to do it for free. And I'm
facts.
like you, but like you said, bro, like the first year, because I'm only like a year and a half in, probably going on 2 now.
Yeah.
But the first year is, you know, all free because I'm trying to build it up.
You trying to build a brand.
I'm reaching out to people.
Name. Yeah.
When people start to reach out to you,
right.
Now it's like, okay, I feel like my platform helping.
Right.
I ain't gonna hit you in the head, but it's a business because everything costs what I'm putting together too.
I gotta get lights. I gotta advance my quality.
Facts.
I get better. Like I'm trying to do all. I can't do it if I'm doing it for free.
Facts. And everybody don't come to me. I pull up on a lot of people, so it's gas, like all that stuff, man. So, and also the experience in this stuff, it makes you look at now. Okay, now I see why these entrepreneurs do it or charge this. It's a reason.
Right.
It ain't that they taxing. It's so everything makes sense as far as profit wise.
Yeah, it gotta make sense. Like that's just like for me. It has to make sense, bro. Like the first 2 years, like okay, I gotta get the buzz up. So that means you gotta lose money to make money.
Exactly.
So like okay, I'm willing to do a year and 2 years of free interviews, but I get the numbers. I get that back in monetizations and things like that. So I ate out the monetization for the 2 years. So I don't think I ain't getting paid.
I'm telling you.
They didn't come out the pocket.
And they wonder why we post a lot.
But YouTube, I had just got my channel monetized like 2016. So it was already then. So when I started the NewbieVeT thing, so every interview I was getting paid off the interview.
Facts.
So like you didn't pay me out your pocket, but your time did.
Exactly.
Thank you. So exactly. It's like, so for the 2 years, they didn't pay me out their pocket. I got paid off the YouTube thing.
For sure.
But the third year, yeah.
It was time to start profiting, man. Because
time.
again, like you said, your platform had built its way up.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's a business where we helping each other. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like nothing wrong with it because again, it's something new to everybody. So I guess that's why it's a little hesitancy whenever when you tell them a price and stuff like that. And if I tell you a price and you don't reach back out, I'm not gonna beg you to, you know what I'm saying? Because again, you gonna figure out when you reach out to other people, it's gonna be the same thing, or they might tax you higher. Right. So I just wanted people to hear this, man. Because
it be the same thing with me, man. Like it be
it's
the same
art.
Yeah, same thing with me. Like, and it's like I done interviewed. I treat everybody like they royalty on the platform, man. Like I done interviewed some famous people and people that ain't as big as the famous people.
Exactly.
So it's like, and I talk to the famous people as I'm talking to you.
Exactly. Yep. No, real talk. I see that.
They regular people.
Facts. And people be trying, and see, even with that, with celebrities and stuff, like, you know, I'm learning that too. Like, some people you have to make an investment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be something good for your channel in the long run. And then, like you said, you might end up getting it on the back end in monetization.
Yeah, because you damn sure not gonna get paid for doing that. You gotta get it where you can.
Facts.
You gotta get it.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So you just learning as you get older with it.
Man, it's crazy. Like I tell you one thing, my man. Doing that, like always be prepared to do a story whenever. Cause I missed so many interviews that I could have shot, but it wasn't prepared because my camera wasn't there.
If you small stuff.
And at the time, you know, my iPhone wasn't up to date and things like that. But it be celebrities at the moment, like we just chilling and the baby will just walk in. You're like, what the hell? And just don't got nothing to record, nothing. But it's like, you know, ever since those type of incidents, I've always learned to have some type of camera, some type of something where I could just
Facts. You be on point now.
On
Be
point.
ready at all times.
all times.
You right though, cause doing what we do, like you never know where you
never
might
know.
see somebody,
You
bro.
never
So
know.
keep everything all right. And you right, you be like, oh, that would have been the perfect
That'd been
content,
perfect.
bruh.
Perfect.
So I definitely know what you mean, bro. I'm gonna keep it real, man. I done did when I first started. I done did a whole interview, bro, and went and checked the camera. The volume wasn't working, or either like it didn't record. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I guess I done heard a few more podcasts say that happened to them. You know, it's just something that I guess as you get older, as you get more and more into this business, like you experience stuff like that. Especially when you start off by yourself. Cause you're trying to work the camera, but you're trying to make sure the guest's good. You're trying to make sure the lights here, this, that, and the third. So you might probably just forgot to hit record. Boom. I done did a whole hour session, went and checked it like, oh, man. Thank God the person was cool enough to like, bro, let's shoot it over.
Right.
You feel me? So I didn't went through all that, brother.
Man, I had the interview with Young Dro. Filmed it, but we was doing the Zoom thing. So, cause I did a couple NewbieVeT Zooms where it's like they couldn't come to me. I'm like, okay, well we do the Zoom call. I did young LA, Smoke from Film Mob. No, I did Smoke Film Mob in person.
Okay.
I had to catch him in the studio session.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was down here in Augusta. Film Mob came to perform at 706 Lounge before they closed.
Facts.
And they was recording around the corner, and I had my partner, rest in peace, Alvin King, from Cat's Kitchen. He hits me up and like, yo man, you want this interview? You got to catch him right now. He at the studio, cause he was supposed to bring him to my studio. Cause I had a CTC building. Where was we? We was on Twix Street then, but I had the warehouse there. And he was supposed to bring him to the warehouse and do the interview, but they never came because he was stuck in the studio. And then I had to go over there to the studio in the hood.
Facts. I'm about to say, yeah.
To do an interview.
At that time, like you said.
At night.
Oh, yeah. So you made a sacrifice that night.
Yeah.
Just to get that good content.
Just to get the content.
But see, like you said, like, over time, so I want to ask you what ended up happening with the Zoom thing, like with you and Dro.
So I'm sorry about that. So
you good?
So the thing with the Dro situation, filmed the whole thing, and I wasn't really familiar with how to work that type of Zoom on the laptop that I had. So like just like you, no audio. Boy, I had that shit on mute the whole time.
Oh
bro.
my God, bruh.
I can hear him, but like the playback, nothing.
What? I bet you were trying to figure. I know it's a way I can get this
and
volume
I'm like,
back.
I said, man, this you gotta think this when Joe had a record. He was hot too.
Oh Lord.
He had a record. He was hot at the time.
I think I know. Yeah. FDB or something like that.
Man.
Exactly.
Couldn't even.
And he gave you the interview.
Yeah.
So how you end up getting how I was able to get a Zoom call? Like it was just some humbug jump.
My partner, I got a partner named Chris, like Chris Farley, on Instagram. Like me and him, like we met like twice or something like that, and we just been talking through Instagram. He used to be on tour with Drake and them, like Drake and them people and stuff. And I met him in Atlanta, Atlanta and stuff. And then I interviewed his artist Sean Milley. You know Sean Milley.
Shout out my boy. I done got 2 interviews with him.
Yeah, Sean Milley. So,
shout out my boy.
So I'm at the time he was managing for Sean Milley and DJ. What's my boy name? I forgot his name, but it's a DJ he was managing for, and I met him and through him.
That's crazy, and the reason why I asked.
That's how I got him, the Franchise Boys.
Wow.
A couple other ATL people through him.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
But see, that's the reason why I brought it up, because I had a feeling you was gonna say you met him like on some random stuff, bro. Because as you get bigger too, it's like
It'd be random.
It be random, bro. But people, the random ones be the ones want to see you win, bro. Now they calling you like, hey, bro, I got such and such, pull up.
Right.
But the people that you been with you 10 years and seen you grow, like they'll see somebody in the mall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the people you randomly meet, I don't know why it's like that, man. But I've been going through that, bro. And It's just crazy, man. People want to see you actually win, bro, and they call you whenever they have a young LA. That's how I end up getting this interview at the scene,
Right.
just through my homeboy Absolute, like, you know what I'm saying, interviewing him, and we built a relationship. He just called me like, hey, bro, LA in the city, bro. I just feel like, go ahead and grab it right quick. Boom, I'm on the way. You know what I'm saying? So, and then that's how I end up meeting Young Ralph and all them. So, like you said, that's why I asked you how you did.
It be stuff like that. That's just like even with the other night. I think you was here. I think he was here and he left, or I can't remember.
Early.
Cause 803 Fresh came here.
Facts. Oh yeah. So, 803 put up on you.
He put it here, yeah. So
yes, sir.
I never met him. I've heard the song, didn't know who he was. County was like, yeah, my cuz coming, man. 803 Fresh. I'm like, foot on the ground. I'm like, okay.
So when he said that, you didn't know what song he was talking about.
Cause I don't listen to Southern Soul, so I don't know. So, I'm a reggae. I like listening to reggae and stuff like that. So I don't know what's Boots on the Ground, but I've heard the song. Didn't know that I heard the song.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So we chilling. The 803 Fresh just come in here. He just in chilling and stuff. He like, yeah, this the dude right here, man. And he just cool, bro.
Cool, humble.
Just
cool.
chill. Like he just a
biggest song
dude
in the country.
Bro, come on, bro.
Biggest song in the country.
I'm like, bro, this man is so chill. And then I wake up, I heard the song. I said, okay, I heard that song, bro. The next day,
seen it everywhere.
I couldn't even turn on nothing without seeing.
I'm telling you.
And I'm like, bro, this song is taking over the nation, and he here just chilling.
Facts. But if you would have never you would have never met these people if you would have never at 13 made this thought process a dream.
Come on.
A reality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I'm saying, like, it done made you get a lot of relationships you would have never met.
Crazy, bro. It's like I done just from an idea, I done met an ass of celebrities, bro. Like just Crime Mob.
It's crazy.
Just all that whole squad.
Exactly, yeah, that whole
the whole team, like all of them, just Mr. Big Time, Smitty, Jermaine Dupri, Trick Daddy, Trina, Rick Ross, Plies, 2 Chainz, Jeezy, Gucci, OJ the Juice Man, Young LA, Young Dro, T.I., Shantae Moore, Lil Sammy, Lil Corey,
Smoke from Field Mob,
Sean J from Field Mob, both. I met both of them.
Got both.
Yeah, I had both of them. Yeah,
that's amazing, bro.
It's a list, bro.
That's why I would tell myself the other day. I said it's crazy how interviews just interviewing people will get you in rooms you've never been in.
You're just meeting people and just talking to people.
But everybody can't do interviews.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They think they can, but it's
a personality.
It's an art.
It's a personality thing.
It's mainly a personality.
It's a personality thing because it's like a lot of you gotta have some type of uniqueness to your show. Cause everybody can do a podcast, but they gotta have some type of uniqueness to it that make you wanna watch it over again.
Or even come on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The main thing that the best part of my job, what I'm doing, I don't even call it a job because it's something fun for me that I love to do and I'm gonna do till I die. When people say, man, boy, it felt like a therapy session after that, or like, man, I needed to get that off. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to hear after my podcast episodes, because I genuinely do it to make it be therapeutic. Like, get these people's stories out, get that monkey off your back. Like, let's do it. We're gonna find ways to get your business promoted, or we're gonna find ways to get your story told or seen. You know what I'm saying? So I love it, bro. I love it.
I also love it too. Like I said, it's therapeutic, and then like I said, on top of that, it's good for our traumas because we all as black folks, we all dealing with past traumas.
Facts.
A lot of demons. So it's like by staying active, keeping your thoughts out of that mindset and staying, talking it out, getting better understandings, hearing people different aspects and opinions on it also helps you understand, okay, this is why I feel this way.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm not the only one.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's some interesting stories out there too, bro. Like, I'll be watching podcasts for hours, bro, because especially people we grew up on, like big names. So now hearing their stories after they might have did 30 years in jail or near-death experiences, just a lot of things people been through, bro. I get addicted to it and just hear people's stories, but it's a lot of similarities, but just people from different hoods.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we all the same, bro. It's just we got to come together, man, get these stories told, and let's build these businesses. And
facts,
you know what I'm saying?
Big fact, bro.
Yeah, I love it.
All right, my king, man, before we slide off on NewbieVeT, man, how can it get in contact with you? And is there any love you like to shout out?
Yeah, man. Well, I'm gonna give my contact info first. You can find me on CYTV on YouTube, CYTV on TikTok, CY Young on Facebook, and CYTV on what else I got? Oh, Snapchat. And I want to shout out. First, I want to shout out God for being in my life, man, and helping me get through all these obstacles that I've been going through. Again, I want to shout out to my girl that passed away, RP to Monique. I love you forever. And shout out to my kids for being the main thing that's in my life and giving me that extra to keep going. I want to shout out to my homeboy Dominique, man. Shout out to him because that's somebody that's been with me ever since she passed. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, it's hard to say, man, but it's the truth. I was kind of suicidal when it first happened. Like, I ain't want to be here no more. Cause she was everything to me, bro. Like, so he been in my corner ever since, man, and somebody who been holding me up and just helping me mentally, bro. So shout out to my boy Dominique. Shout out to my brothers Cody and Denzel. And shout out to my boy J.Paul.
Yeah, man, what's up,
shout out to
man?
you, bro, being
What's
who
up,
you
King?
is, being a staple in the community. You know what I'm saying? With the movies, the interviews, everything you doing, bro. Like, man, you gonna get a statue in the future.
No, I appreciate it, man.
feel
Oh, yeah, that's the plan. Have a nice roster statue next to
Exactly.
James Brown.
Exactly, real talk, bro.
dope.
And I want to tell you too on camera, like, cause me and my boy County been talking about it, bro. We gonna do a lot of work together, bro. Like, I want to work with you in the future. You know what I'm saying? So let's build this thing up, bro.
Big facts.
Put
man.
the city on.
Big fact.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.